One.
Hello, Warriors. Dale Pinker to TradeGATEHub.com, sponsored by TradeView. So I left you last time saying that I'd look for a rip to sell. Euro continued lower. I now think there's a chance we could rally up towards between 109, 109.40 in the coming days and have a correction. What's important to me, what happened in Euro Pound, I talked about this last week. I was looking for one more low to clean out the stops and have some divergence. And that's what's happening now. I believe you have a pretty nice reversal day right off that. So you could be long this market with stops under the low. It's about a 50 pip risk. We start cracking 87.50, that clears the way for us to, be trading 88.5 or so. This now makes Euro, when you're bearish the dollar, your preferred long, and makes cable your preferred short when you're bullish the dollar, just based upon the EG and the reversals that we had. So we'll see how much. Now I'm going to peg my cable shorts against when Euro gets up towards that 109 level, should that occur. Looking at the Dixie, we have a little 2 drive here. I'd actually be willing to buy a pullback here around the 102.30, 102.40 level. That would most likely translate into that move I'm talking about in Euro. Gold's getting a little pop, had a little divergence. I still don't think the rally is in. I'd sell all rallies up towards 2,000. I'm staying with the target, looking for at least this 1920 level in the days and weeks ahead. And I guess we have to say what the real feature is. And the real feature is S&Ps. And everyone was talking about a 4,200 breakout. Well, here's 4,200. So you had 3 days to buy a breakout. You could buy it underneath the breakout. This is called a false breakout. And we're only 9 handles away from a reversal week in the S&Ps. So whether it's a debt ceiling, whatever the reason for the selling, you have a pretty negative week happening here in the S&Ps. I believe it's an inside week, but look at this candle. You count back 2 candles. The close 2 Fridays ago was 41.20. So if we close there by Friday, that's a 2-week reversal and opens the door for these moving averages. Here's 39.5. Here's 38. Actually, I'm looking for a July crash. If you guys remember that special report I put out, that could take us underneath the October lows and towards 3,200 or so is where this return line comes in. NASDAQ actually acting weaker. Here's your Apple chart. We have a weekly reversal here in Apple already. And I just want to show you something shorter term, because if Apple falls, the whole market falls. So we had this rising wedge. Here was the earnings overthrow, rally to new highs without confirming on multiple time frames. We got back inside the wedge. Now we've broken the wedge, and Custard's last stand is about 70, closing back under the 170 level, activates this whole big formation again, this whole channel, which is this channel, which is this channel, which points towards 120 Apple during the market sell-off, market correction. So that's really the big news. I've also put out videos that I didn't think they'd get a deal done in time. And I think that's a possibility. People still believe it's going to get done. Running out of time. We'll see how the market reacts to it. But I definitely think this was a pretty negative week, even though it's only Wednesday in the market. And we'll see if they could save this thing in Apple. NASDAQ actually now beginning to underperform. Has a weekly reversal. You won't get a 2-week reversal on NASDAQ unless we really crack, probably another 500. But this looks like this could be the end of a bear market rally before we start heading down. And as you can tell, I'll just go to a shorter term chart here, that the candles in the S&Ps are a little stronger. So NASDAQ going to make up for lost time. Silver did achieve within 10 cents the objective that I had off the breakdown at 24.50. We could rally, get a bounce in gold. I'd sell gold on any rally towards 2000. I'd sell any rally in silver back towards 24.5. This was a breakdown. So from here, 26, $1.50 gave you 23. We could still be headed down there. Maybe that's where we get our correction in the metals. So that's really the whole ball game. We'll see what happens with yields. I know they're off a little bit today. That's why, you know, Euro has a chance to rally. But as long as we're holding 360 and it looks like we have, you know, confirmed highs, we're headed higher in yields. TLT's trying to turn. It's still a breakdown. We're well under the breakdown. So we're really not getting a flight to quality. I featured this a couple times this week, that this is a breakdown that we had last week. It's trying to hold, but my view is there's a chance for us to have a capitulation move under the October low in TLT in the coming weeks or months. So good hunting, everybody. I'm going to have a great interview tomorrow. The silver chartist from Twitter is going to be with us. So if you're a metalhead, make sure you tune in. Mike will be with you in a little less than 2 hours.